What's up everybody, my name is Nick, welcome to the channel, and in a previous video, I ranked the top impact drivers in the world. It was a great video. We had an overwhelming response from you, the very cool gang, stating that you wanted to see the best drill drivers. Today we're gonna rank the top drill drivers in the world from a bunch of different companies. We're gonna put them into 4 different categories. Those categories are single use / DIY. Number 2 will be Apprentice. Number 3 will be pro style tools, and number 4 is gonna be expert. You gotta be an expert to be using those tools. I'm super excited to get this list underway. Let's get started. Starting off this list, we begin with the single use / DIY style of tools, drill drivers. Number 1 on this list is a Walmart brand of tools. In fact, it's a brand new brand of tools that just came out. This is the Hart 20-volt brushless drill driver. Has a plastic chuck. We have tested this through a couple TTRs. What I've seen from this Hart Tools drill driver, it is not a good tool. That's my opinion, and that's why I made this list of single use and DIY. Our community will let you know that this tool has absolutely no heart and smells like a fart. Moving on to number 2, and sticking with the theme of Walmart, is another brand I'm sure you've heard of. It is the Hyper Tough. The Hyper Tough drill driver. This is a corded version of the Hyper Tough. I do know that they are starting to offer cordless Hyper Tough tools, but we have tested this corded version of the Hyper Tough. In fact, it went up in smoke, and I just gotta tell you, I believe this tool cost under $30 out the door. You get what you pay for. This Hyper Tough tool is not good. It's got a plastic chuck, just bad. If you needed to make a hole, sure, it can make a hole. Now, how many holes is it gonna make over its lifetime? That's up in the air. Ours didn't last too long, so don't expect too many holes. They really should name Hyper Tough to really like not tough at all, because that's what this is. We move to Harbor Freight. I'm sure you've heard of Harbor Freight. What is it? Quality tools at a discount price, or discount tools at a quality price? One of those two. But we had the Bauer. The Bauer Hypermax half-inch drill driver from Harbor Freight. The kit cost $69. The great thing about the Hypermax from Bauer is that you get a risk-free trial, which you can extend for up to 2 years. Bauer Hypermax drill from Harbor Freight. The build quality is not the greatest, made in a factory in China somewhere. Who knows if they even have the parts now. Are there better tools on this list? Yes. Is this the worst tool on this list? I don't think so. I think there's worse tools, specifically from Walmart. But I believe Bauer Hypermax drill deserves to be in the single-use / DIY category. The next offering is the Bostitch drill driver. Bostitch from Walmart. You've seen it. It's the knockoff black and yellow. The Bostitch 18-volt drill driver from Walmart. The kit for the kit is coming in at $74.50. It's a 2-speed drill driver, and it does not offer a hammer function. The build quality is, once again, a Walmart tool, cheaply made, coming from a factory somewhere in China, and just not going to hold up like some of the tools on this list. Now, I do want to mention, a lot of people were correct in saying that most of the tools nowadays do, in fact, come from different countries. They come from a lot of Asian countries, and most of them are made in China now. Just because those tools are manufactured in China, a lesser company, let's say Hyper Tough, at their plant, whatever gets through quality control might be a lot lesser of quality than what's, let's say, a different company higher up on the list. Let's go through their quality control. And depending on what price point they're trying to hit, but some things from China can be quality, some things from China can be absolute junk. It just depends on what you're looking for. And that's why Bosch Turd is on this list. Moving on to the single-use DIY category, move into Black & Decker. Yes, B&D, the orange and black, offered now at Walmart. The Black & Decker drill driver is not only offered at Walmart, it is also offered at Lowe's Home Improvement. For the 20-volt max Black & Decker drill driver at Lowe's, you're gonna be paying $59.99. That is for the 3/8-inch size chuck. It does not have a hammer function. With the Black & Decker 20-volt drill driver from Lowe's, the 3/8-inch model, you have a 2-year warranty of home use. It says that in the warranty. It says home use. If you know anything more about the Black & Decker warranty, comment it down below, because I'm confused. If it was me and I was you and we swapped places and you were thinking about buying a Black & Decker 3/8-inch drill driver, I would save your money on their protection plan and invest that money into a better drill driver which you will find later on in this list. They are not the same Black & Decker that your mom and pop used to use. It's not the same. Moving on to the single-use DIY category, we have Mac Tools. Mac Tools, M-A-C, Mac Tools drill driver. It's not good. Do not buy Mac Tools drill driver. That's it. Enough said. And finally, the last of the single-use DIY category, the Works drill driver. Yes. I will say this positively about Works, and Works is not spelled with a K-S. It's spelled W-R-X. Works, because it works. Actually, it might not works for you, but the Works drill driver does have a pretty cool clutch. I will say that. Appearing at Ace Hardware, the Works 20-volt drill driver is $120 for the kit. This is the Works AI drill. Does AI stand for artificial intelligence? They tout that is the first intelligent drill. I guess this drill has a brain. If you had a brain, you would not be buying this drill. Moving on, we're in the Apprentice style category. These tools will be well suited for someone first starting out in the trades. If you need to buy your own tools, you're just starting out, or maybe someone in a shop. Leading off the Apprentice style list, we have a Home Depot offering. This is the Ryobi One Plus brushless hammer drill. Has a hammer function. This Ryobi, even though it kind of strikes you, it's got a crazy good looking green color, it's got a crazy sounding name, this thing actually means some business. Paired with their HP batteries, give this tool more runtime. We've drilled through concrete with it. We've drilled through a bunch of different materials with it. The handle included is a plastic handle. It's not the best handle, but this thing is not that bad. Has a magnet in the front for your bits and fasteners. It's pretty cool. It's got a 24-speed chuck ring. Nice LED light. The Ryobi brushless from Home Depot hammer drill is definitely an Apprentice style tool. Definitely deserves to be on this list. There are people that watch the channel. There are people in the Very Cool Gang who use nothing but Ryobi, swear by Ryobi, and have been using Ryobi for years. The Ryobi One Plus hammer drill, the kit is going to cost you $159, $160. You get a battery with it, charger, and a bag. Used it, tested it, like it, love it. Definitely belongs on this list. If you haven't tried the Ryobi hammer drill and you're looking to get into tools, this is definitely a great starting tool. Definitely great for an apprentice. Definitely great for a DIYer. Check them out. Moving on from Ryobi and the Home Depot, we move back to the Harbor Freight, believe it or not. The Harbor Freight offers the Hercules 20-volt hammer drill. This Hercules hammer drill has been through the ringer in TTR. We have tested this. It's got an all-metal Jacobs chuck, believe it or not. You wouldn't expect to see that at Harbor Freight. I didn't expect it. One thing I will say, this Hercules hammer drill, it is a brush tool. It is non-brushless, so you do lose a little power in the motor because of the brush motor, but it has 2 speeds, has a hammer function. It does not come with a handle, so be careful. You're doing high torque applications. Just remember, this Hercules does not have a handle included in the kit, but this thing is darn strong. It is surprisingly strong. Hercules hammer drill from Harbor Freight, it definitely notched itself a spot on this list, and you will be pleasantly surprised if you try this thing out. I will say the chuck goes up to 19 different positions, and just give it a try. Hercules will surprise you. It surprised me. This thing is tough. It's like a tank. It's a blue tank. We move to another surprising offering. This is the Craftsman hammer drill, the V20 hammer drill. This is offered at Lowe's. Now, you're going to pay a premium for this Craftsman hammer drill. It's up in higher quality tools, but it belongs definitely in the apprenticeship category. This is a nice hammer drill. You know, it's got a metal chuck. It's got all the different positions you would need. Craftsman is owned by Stanley Black & Decker now, and this hammer drill is nice. It definitely deserves a spot on this list. Got a brushless motor. It's got 2 speeds, 13 different chuck positions. We tested this out. Really holds up well. Not the fastest, not the strongest, but it's definitely going to get the job done. Alongside, like the Ryobi, definitely a great starter drill for an apprentice, maybe getting started in the trades, or someone just doing their own thing at home. Definitely a great starter drill. Definitely deserves to be on this list. You will be pleasantly surprised if you try out the Craftsman V20. Staying in the same store, which is Lowe's Home Improvement, we move on to the Cobalt 24-volt max brushless hammer drill driver. Picking this drill driver up for the first time may actually surprise you. The weight behind it is pretty incredible. This drill driver has an all-metal Jacobs chuck, very nice chuck, has 24 clutch positions, has the hammer function, really nice. It does come with a handle, which I appreciate from Cobalt. The only thing in the kit It's only coming with one battery. That's the only problem with the Cobalt kits, is they only come with one battery. I wish they would offer another battery. But other than that, this 24-volt brushless motor is a tank. Does everything you're going to need it to. Will drill through concrete, masonry. This thing is really nice. The Cobalt will surprise you. Also with Cobalt, they have a new line of tools coming out called the XTR line of tools. Excited to get my hands on that. This Cobalt hammer drill definitely deserves a spot on this list in the Apprentice style tools. This is teetering on the pro category as well. The quality in this tool, you'll feel it as soon as you pick it up. It is a nice tool. It's going to get the job done. Tested this many times. The LED light is nice. The battery is nice. Another great thing about this Cobalt hammer drill is they offer a 5-year limited warranty on Cobalt tools. Another reason to keep your eye on Cobalt tools if you're looking for a hammer drill, or if you're wondering which hammer drills perform the best. Next in the Apprentice style category is the Skill Power Core 20-volt drill driver. When I heard the word skill before in the past, my brain would immediately go to cheap, cheaply made, not a good tool. Skill is just junk. It's bad quality. But Skill has recently released a new Power Core lineup of 20-volt tools, and I gotta tell you, testing the impact driver, testing the oscillating tool, testing the drill driver, these tools are quality. Skill definitely belongs in the apprenticeship style category. Definitely a great tool for anybody looking for at-home use, maybe just getting started on the job, maybe looking for their first tool. I believe the Skill Power Core 20-volt will fit that bill perfectly for you. You can feel the quality once you pick up the tools. They will surprise you. Check out Skill Power Core 20-volt. Moving on to the apprentice style tool category, we move on to PC, or Porter Cable. Sold at Lowe's, Porter Cable drill driver, the 20-volt model, is one that I went back and forth on. I almost put it in the pro category. This is an in-between drill driver. It doesn't offer a hammer function. It's half-inch though. It's brushless. It's $139 for the kit. Not the cheapest, but because of that brushless motor and the power behind the Porter Cable, I believe it belongs in the apprenticeship style tool list. This is a middle-of-the-road drill driver, and it's going to get the job done. The Porter Cable is not the best quality. It's definitely not the worst quality. I definitely believe it belongs in the apprentice style category of tools, and that's why it's there. Let's move on to the pro category, the pro style of tools in the drill driver list. Leading off the pro category at number 1 is the black and yellow drill that you know, that you love, that I know, and that I love. This is the DeWalt DCD996. This thing is an absolute tank. DeWalt XR 20-volt max paired with a FlexWell battery, weighs about, I'll say 6 pounds in the hand. Pretty ridiculous. Has a metal ratcheting chuck. I mean, hammer function, comes with a handle, 3 speeds on this hammer drill. This thing will drill through pretty much anything. And when you're drilling a high torque application with this thing, you're definitely going to want a handle. I mean, this thing even has 3 settings for the LED light. How many different settings can you build into a tool? It's ridiculous. The features on this tool are awesome. DeWalt is what I personally use. Let me know in the comment section which tool brand you use and where it fell in the categories. But DeWalt, definitely a pro style tool. The XR batteries from DeWalt have recently upped their cell quality. They went from 18650 cells in their battery packs to 21700 cells. Increased the diameter of the battery, increased the runtime. Tool only for the DeWalt DCD996 at Lowe's, $129. Definitely higher in price, but you're getting more quality in your tool with that higher price. Even though it is my favorite, I had to be realistic. It's a pro style tool, definitely not an expert style tool. I think we'll be shocked when we get to the expert category of what tools I put in there. Moving on, the pro category is the Makita LXT 18-volt cordless hammer drill. Brushless motor, has all the bells and whistles, comes with a handle, has a hammer function. Makita is known for making some of the highest quality tools on the planet. They used to make a lot of their tools in Japan. Recently, they stopped making tools in Japan. If you can find some of those Japanese-made tools, hang on to them. They are great quality, those Japan-made tools. But now they moved their manufacturing over to China. Don't get me wrong, they're still good quality. I just like the Japan-style tools that were made in Japan. Personally, that's what I like. But Makita still makes a great high quality tool. Their hammer drill falls into the high quality realm of tools. The Makita LXT hammer drill offers 1,090 inch-pounds of torque. So for the Makita LXT 18-volt hammer drill driver, you're definitely going to be paying more of a premium price because it's a higher quality tool. That's why it belongs in the pro category. For the combination kit with batteries, chargers, in a hard case with the drill, you're going to be paying $269 at the Home Depot. Do I think it's worth it? With the 4 amp hour batteries, the 2 extra 4 amp hour batteries, I do think it's worth it. You're getting a tool that can complete a number of different tasks and complete them relatively easy compared to some of the other tools on this list. Next up in the pro style category is a tool that I went back and forth with. Should I put it in Apprentice? Should I put it in Expert? This tool is the Bosch Core 18-volt hammer drill. The Bosch Core line of tools are really nice quality tools. The battery is the Core 18-volt battery. The Bosch Core 18-volt combo kit is $189 at Lowe's Home Improvement. Not the most expensive, definitely not the cheapest. The great thing about the Bosch Core batteries is they're offering an upgraded cell. They're offering the 21700 cell in the Bosch Core 18-volt batteries, which give the tools more runtime and more power because of the extra diameter in the battery. The Bosch 18-volt core hammer drill offers 535 inch-pounds of torque and 28,000 beats per minute. When you're trying to hammer through the hardest concrete, the hardest masonry, you gotta get through it. The Bosch will definitely get through it. Another thing that's great about Bosch, you pair it with a Bosch multi-bit, which we've made many videos about. Those bits are really awesome. They'll drill through a bunch of different materials, wood, brick, cement, even tile they'll drill through. You pair it with one of those bits, you can drill through practically anything. With the upgraded Core 18-volt batteries, the Bosch hammer drill definitely belongs in the pro style category. But I teeter back and forth putting it in Expert or putting it in Apprentice. I think it belongs in pro. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section below. I want to see your list in the comment section below. Moving on from Bosch, we have the Rigid Gen 5X hammer drill. Rigid's new line of Gen 5X tools are nice. They're kind of bulky when you first start using them. They're bulky in the hand. They're not the slimmest. They're not going to get into the tightest of spaces. Will they get the job done? Yes. Will they get most jobs done? Yes. Will they help improve your work? I believe so, yes. The Gen 5X hammer drill from Rigid is a surprise. It's almost like before in the list how we talked about picking up the Hercules or picking up the Craftsman. They will surprise you. Well, the Rigid does the same thing when you use it. You pick up the Rigid Gen 5X hammer drill, you're going to be surprised at how much power and speed is built into that drill. Another great thing about Rigid tools is they offer a lifetime warranty, which is great. A lot of other tool companies will only offer a couple years. A limited warranty, only a couple days. A lifetime warranty is something you don't find nowadays, and I'm glad that Rigid's offering, and that's why it belongs in the pro category. For the Rigid Gen 5X hammer drill at Home Depot, for the kit with 2 batteries included, you're going to be looking at a price tag of $199. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. Some people will disagree. If you disagree with the Rigid, do you think it belongs in apprenticeship? Do you think it belongs in DIY/single use in the junk category? Let me know where you think Rigid belongs. A lot of people will disagree. A lot of people will agree. A lot of people think it's expert category. Where do you see Rigid tools? But wait, don't pay full price for a tool. In fact, don't ever pay full price for tools. If you check out this video over here, you can see how to score the best tool deals ever in your life. Go check out that video. Don't ever pay full price for tools. Don't be stupid. Rounding out the pro category of hammer drill drivers is the Metabo HPT multi-volt 36-volt hammer drill. The great thing about the Metabo HPT, or as it's known in Europe, Hikoki, I still can't get over Hikoki. What do you think about the name Hikoki? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Apparently the Europeans love it. I can't get over it. Hikoki. The 36 volt, the great thing about it, it runs at different voltages. It can go from 18 volts to 36 volts, depending on how much voltage you need. Another great thing is they've offered this battery pack that actually plugs into the wall. So you can go from having a cordless tool to having a corded tool you can plug back into a wall. You plug the battery pack into it, and it has this big cable coming from the battery pack into a power pack that goes into the wall. The Metabo HPT multi-volt hammer drill at Lowe's, tool only, is $199. Definitely a steep price to pay for a tool only hammer drill. Is the quality worth it? I'd say yes. Another great thing about the Metabo multi-volt 36-volt batteries is that they're using those bigger cells. They're using those 21700 cells, which give the tool and the battery more capacity, longer run times. This at 18 volts is a 4 amp hour battery. So at 36 volts, it would be a 2 amp hour battery. Metabo HPT multi-volt hammer drill rounds out the pro category list. Let's move on to the expert tools. First tool in the expert category is German-made Metabo. This is the Metabo hammer drill. This is like the Mercedes-Benz of hammer drills. This thing is sleek, smooth. It even has a removable chuck. You can go from a 1/2 inch style chuck to an impact style chuck. This thing is awesome. It's got 3 speeds. Great for drilling through metal. Great for drilling through concrete. The Metabo batteries are leading edge. LIHD technology is paving the way for a universal battery over in Europe, where it will power a bunch of different power tools on one battery. It's the cordless alliance system that Metabo is heading overseas. This tool is high quality. There's only one downside. It's a plastic handle. Could we maybe get a metal handle, Metabo? I don't know how to say metal handle in German, but you know, just a metal handle instead of a plastic. Otherwise, this thing is awesome. Definitely made for experts. It's got a variable speed dial. The battery has 21700 cells. If you haven't tried German style Metabo, I advise you to try it. You're going to pay a premium for the German style Metabo, but this is definitely a high quality hammer drill. This thing will drill through practically anything. It's a tank. It belongs in the expert style tool category. Moving on from the German style Metabo, we move to the Hilti 22 volt cordless hammer drill. The Hilti 22 volt tools, got a chance to see some of them in action at the World of Concrete. Got to see a cordless breaker. Got to see their rotary hammers. Really nice tools. Got to try out their cordless circular saw, their 7 1/4. Really nice stuff. Even their cordless grinder. The 22 volt hammer drill follows in that same path. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me if Hilti is not belong in the expert category. I think you're wrong. I think Hilti does belong in the expert category, especially when doing concrete and masonry tasks. Hilti is one of the best companies at drilling through masonry, working with masonry, doing concrete related tasks. I think this hammer drill doesn't skip that beat. It'll drill right through masonry, right through concrete. It's a beautiful thing. Another great thing about the Hilti line of tools is that they offer a 20-year limited warranty. Now, it's not the rigid lifetime warranty that we talked about earlier, but 20 years is still a long time, especially in the world of warranties, especially tool warranties. Hilti offers one of the longest. You can buy the Hilti 22 volt cordless hammer drill at Home Depot, tool only, for $179. The Hilti 22 volt hammer drill combo kit at Home Depot is going to run you upwards of $400. Now that is definitely a steep price to be paying for a combo kit for any tool, but remember, this is the expert category. And the old saying is, you get what you pay for, and in this category, I definitely took that into account. Price was factored in. The Hilti hammer drill has a hammer function, comes with a handle, great battery, larger cells. It's expert, don't you know? Pinkies out when in doubt. Moving on the expert style tool category, we move on to the Festool percussion style hammer drill. Now this is one of the most fanciest hammer drills I've ever seen. This thing has removable heads, which you could switch for different angles, where you need to get into. Festool is known for making high quality tools, especially woodworking tools, and I find that their hammer drill is the same. It's definitely high quality. You're going to be paying a premium. Festool is for delicate woodworkers that usually work inside shops, where you need precision, quality, speed, all those factors factor in, and you're going to be paying a premium for all those factors. But I think Festool falls in the expert category because it is high quality. The Festool percussion hammer drill kit is going to run you upwards of $500, even more expensive than the Hilti. You won't find Festool in any old like construction store. You won't be able to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. You're probably most likely going to have to order it online. One of the coolest things about the Festool kits is they come with these boxes that interlock together. They're stackable, they're rollable, they're really cool actually. They make the sustainer system where their boxes interlock. The vacuum is interchangeable with the sustainer system, so you can have a vacuum on the bottom connected to the tool, and then boxes stacked on top of the vacuum. All of that on wheels. You can roll in and out of the job site, the wood shop, whatever you need. Festool is definitely high quality, definitely belongs on this expert list category. Another cool feature of the Festool 18-volt hammer drill, the percussion drill, is that it offers Bluetooth. Yes, you can connect Bluetooth to a vacuum that when you start the hammer drill, the vacuum will automatically start as well because of the Bluetooth connectivity. Another great thing about the Festool hammer drill percussion style drill is that it has a 4-speed gearbox and it goes up to 3,800 RPMs. The battery is actually featuring Festool's new Airstream cooling technology on the battery, which will increase battery charge time of Festool batteries up to 60%. This thing is just jam-packed with features. You're definitely getting a premium style tool, but you're paying a premium sized price. Last but not least in the expert style category is the most powerful cordless hammer drill that I have ever seen or tested. This is by far the best cordless hammer drill for the money. You get the longest runtime, you get the most power, the most speed, a decent warranty, a great handle, great battery, brushless motor, great tool, very strong all metal chuck. I'm so excited. This tool is awesome. This is the best in my opinion. The Milwaukee M18 Fuel, brushless, 2 speeds, got 14 chuck selections, got a hammer function. This thing comes with a bulky handle, a nice handle. This is the strongest and most powerful drill that I've seen on the market today. This thing is a tank. Paired with the compact CP high output 3.0 battery, you can do almost anything. Bump that battery pack up to a 6.0 and you can do pretty much any drilling task that you're gonna need to. Drills through concrete easily. Drills through wood super easy. Drills through most any product easily, efficiently. This is gonna help you get your job done. You're not gonna be paying $500. You're not gonna be paying $600. The Milwaukee Gen 3 Combo Kit is now $349 at Home Depot. I think that's a pretty good price to be paying. Don't pay full price for tools. They will definitely come down in price when there are sales. But the Gen 3 hammer drill, top of the line, best on the market, bar none. If you disagree, leave it down in the comment section. I want to know your list in the comment section. If you agree with my list, type in agreed and just leave it as a comment so I know you agree with my list. Thank you for watching my list and rankings of the top hammer drills on the market today, from single-use DIY all the way to expert category. The Milwaukee takes the cream of the crops, the most powerful definitely. But I'm excited to see your list. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And thank you for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.